Welcome to Witches of Three.
Speak free. Speak free. Talking about witches. Talking about...
How the fuck
It's
did
a
that
whole
happen?
other world.
How did that
It's
happen?
like getting lost in a kaleidoscope, except better.
So the guy who tested this one also looked at this one, and I wouldn't let him cut it because that one is polished.
Yeah.
And I was afraid it would ruin the integrity. But he believes that
Oh,
that was a
shit.
fluorite crystal
I found it.
that was taken over by the oil. So they might be petroleum. It
Oh.
could also be this other oil that's kind of toxic. But there's a bubble inside. It also has
Oh my
rutile. Like,
gosh.
it's a magical beast.
And that's another thing. Some of these really powerful stones are radioactive.
Yeah.
They're all radioactive. You do that's really truthful.
Part of
They're
the
all
vibration.
radioactive, but some of them are more so than others because of those inclusions that they have. Segue.
So we should just talk about the elephant in the room. What is the not crystal that all of the people all want right
Ooh,
now?
yes.
Oh yes.
What is it?
Moldavite.
Okay. So I hate to roll our eyes because we've definitely profited from this craze.
But it's not a crystal, correct?
It's not a crystal. It's an impactite.
Mm-hmm.
And so it is glass.
Yep.
It's glass. So 15 million years or so ago, a meteorite hit the ground in what is now Czechoslovakia near the Moldova River and created
Moldavite.
So there are people crying and crashing their cars, and I saw a TikTok where a girl crashed her
Losing
car
their shit.
on the Moldova, just losing their shit on
Losing
this
their
stuff.
shit.
So I will admit, it is a stone of imminent
Transformation.
transformation. It is a pathfinder stone, but that path is not the path you pick.
Well, yeah, like Shana was saying, when she's think about all the magic that's going into every crystal when it forms in this. Think about the energy from what Shana just said, what Moldavite is. Think about the energy that carries.
And we
Yeah.
believe that particular meteorite changed the landscape of that entire continent, which was not even Asia at the time. It was still one of those other ones. that I'm not-
Pangea.
Yeah, it was still a part of the big one. It changed a lot of things. So it is the stone of your universal path. There's no stopping it. Think about that. The other one that's really popular right now is Libyan desert glass.
Ooh, I've been wanting to feel that.
So this is another one that literally I've been selling minerals for fucking I don't know how many years, and I just got my first piece of it. It doesn't feel quite the same as Moldavite. It definitely has a vibration.
What is it?
It's the same thing. It's
Same
an
thing,
impactite.
impact. Okay.
But
I've
this
been
is from
seeing
Libya.
that it's another alternative.
Oh. That's just different.
Different. It's
I mean, I can still get the
Yeah,
but
it's different.
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
different.
Yeah.
It's
The
a,
Moldavite,
yeah.
yeah. This bitch right here.
Okay.
is fucking
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay.
So it's a little softer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
It hits the solar plexus and not the heart so much.
Yep.
And
But-
the throat.
yeah, and that's probably
tickling.
why I'm more comfortable
Yeah.
with that because it's in the solar rather than up here.
Yeah.
But it's just not as crazy as the Moldavite, but it has that
Yep.
like
Yep.
that buzz.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Ooh, I kind of like this.
No, I like it too.
I like this a lot. I think.
I like it too. It's a good one. It's also another
What's it
one
called?
though.
Nubian glass?
It's Libyan
Libyan.
desert glass.
Libyan desert glass.
So so when the reason why I'm reacting this way is because when I hold Moldavite, I start getting shaky. My heart starts palpitating. I get flushed.
Doesn't feel good.
So I do like it for a little bit, but I can't hold it and wear it. So
Can't
that's
wear it.
why I'm
Michelle,
like,
do you remember when I got that necklace?
oh my gosh, you and that fucking necklace, Shana. Jesus fucking Christ.
Somebody when I was
I'll never
selling
forget
minerals,
that Saturday. It was like we were on crack.
Gave me a necklace.
Beautiful
as,
piece
a
of
thing.
Moldavite.
It was
Beautiful.
6 pieces of Moldavite
It
on
was
a
like
necklace.
hanging
Yeah,
down,
it hung
right?
down. Yeah, and I didn't even know who I was
Shana
that day.
ascended.
It was like the boating accident.
I was gonna say it's like the boating accident.
I couldn't stop shaking. My jaw. I felt like I had
Yeah.
frostbite or something in my body, but I was thinking I was
You
on fire.
couldn't stay in one place that day.
No.
You weren't even on the floor. It was like you were just because that's when we worked at the old place. And
Yeah.
The old place was
Different.
Crazy busy in different ways because there was 5 different businesses
Right.
going on at once. And that day, Shana just elevated, and it was like, like petroleum
she left
jelly.
her body.
And she just kind of levitated the whole fucking time.
It was a day. It was a day.
Beautiful necklace, though.
It was beautiful,
amazing.
but I did sell it because I was just like, I don't think that this is for me.
Didn't need to be wearing it.
Because I kind of have that vibration of moldavite. Like I'm constantly working on my path and changing my trajectory.
I want to say, I think that's a really important thing to point out.
Yeah.
If you're like constantly like working,
yeah,
and towards now, if you're like really into chaos and everything, that's something different. But if you're constantly working towards healing, you already have that kind of energy. So when you add it on, you fucking levitate like Shana.
It's just not the stone. Like I said, even me, someone who had been working with crystals for a really long time and had really understood vibration and stuff like that, I didn't understand what putting that on my body for that day was going to do to me. And I had grounding stones in my titties. I had all the things going on, but I still, and so I have a piece of moldavite. It's in my Synergy 12 set, but I don't hold it and wear it a lot. Yeah. But you do feel the vibration from it, and I wanted you guys to feel the Tektite, the Libyan Tektite. I wanted you guys to both feel moldavite, but you have. But the other thing
I want to feel it. I just want to get a boost.
Okay, go ahead.
So it's moldavite is like the psilocybin of crystals, right?
Okay, here we go.
Said heroin,
here we go.
Or heroin. You don't. It is just another tool, but it's not necessarily that you necessarily need to go there. But it will help you journey into other places.
Yeah, I can feel it from you right now, honestly, like in my teeth.
It's in my jaws, like already like.
That's where I feel it the first is here, like in my.
Because it is like a drug. That's why we compare it to drugs, is because our jaw and we start to do the mouth.
Yeah, the mouth thing.
I guess
like this.
Because we've all admitted that we are
eating your ear.
We've all admitted that we've been there in the past. So.
It is though. It is. It makes you feel weird.
If you're not like some people like caffeine drinks, and some people can't handle it. The ice.
Yeah, if you don't like to drink Monster,
Moldavite, you can't do Moldavite.
Right. Yeah, it's hardcore.
I love it, but I mean,
so the big difference is the thing that I think is undersold right now. The thing that I think you should actually be looking for if you really want to feel that otherworldly thing, not necessarily the fuck your shit up thing, is meteorites.
Ooh,
so there are a lot of meteorites. You can actually get meteorites fairly easily. Most of them actually come with a certificate of authenticity, and you can there are places you can go with your little metal detector and find them yourself, which again makes it a little better.
Oh, makes it so much better.
So this one is a Spanish meteorite, and I bought this from a female seller a long time ago. Her name is Suzanne, and she really does sell meteorites, tons of them on Facebook. If you want more, God, it's making me feel woo. She does sell a lot of them on Facebook. I can give you that information if you want.
Give me that
Just
hit.
send us. But
pass.
So this feels like opening your crown chakra and your root chakra at full bore at the same time. Like it really connects you deep into the earth, but also takes you way out. But it's like central. It's not in your aura. It's like through your core.
It's connected.
Excuse me.
It's connected
core.
to the earth.
Yeah.
It's an earth connection.
It really does. Like you feel like what it feels like out there and what it feels like deep in here.
Give it.
That is awesome.
That's good.
I love that.
What is this?
This is a meteorite. This is from Spain.
It's just like immediate connection.
I feel like I'm shooting down.
Yes, exactly.
And then
Isn't that
eventually you hit the
cool?
bottom, and then you'll kind of open this way.
If you have too much of this, that root chakra will get cleared so hardcore.
And then you'll be going to the bathroom.
Get some wet wipes. No, I'm kidding.
Get some
That's a part of spiritual
That's
healing
true.
sometimes.
It is true.
It really
We cleared
is.
out. We cleared out.
Things get cleared.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
This
Feel
is a
good.
ground like
I'm working on these. I think I've got a deal work
you
so we
wouldn't
can have
think
some.
that a meteorite would be like a grounding stone.
But
It
literally,
does.
like,
I mean,
look
think
at
about it though. When
literally-
Its whole trajectory was to come into the
to go.
earth.
But I mean, you
Smash.
know, when you've only experienced like Moldavite though, you wouldn't think that like this is.
So this is the change, and this is the effect of the change, right?
Wow.
So
I really like that.
the literal stuff of it
A
is
moment of impact.
has much more, I think, more gravitas
Yes.
than the hype.
I agree.
Oh, I like that a whole
Isn't
lot.
that awesome?
Because with Moldavite, my hands shake in like kind of a powerful way, but it's kind of too much. This, they're vibrating in a way where I still feel the ability to channel and do what I want.
Right. It feels like okay, so it's like a landline
Ooh,
as opposed
that's a
to
good way
Wi-Fi.
to put it.
Right?
Yeah.
Listen,
Ooh,
the
shit,
brilliance
look
just
at
keeps
you.
coming.
Look at you.
Gen X.
Get
Look at that Gen X shit. She bridging gaps over here.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we have in the store too. Some other stuff. So there's lots of stuff about like fake crystals and real
Oh,
crystals.
my gosh.
So Moldavite's one of those ones.
So this is why, circling back, you don't know what you're getting from Amazon. You don't know what you're getting from eBay.
Etsy.
They
And some
And-
even big distributors.
but like
Yeah.
people
you don't know what you get. That's
but
why we're
people-
like, don't buy your stuff from Ross.
people don't get in trouble for mislabeling crystals
No.
online. Like,
and
why
they
is
make
that?
up names. So like there's this one that we always get asked about. It's called Dragon's Bloodstone. So Dragon's Bloodstone is epidote and red jasper. It's very
Yes.
similar to unakite, which is what we see. It's a different location though. But it looks like dragon's blood. So metaphysic people put this name on it and give it all this special stuff. Same freaking properties as the main minerals. That's what you need to know. There's a lot of other stones that they do this with as well. But there's just so much stuff that's just bullshit. Like there's enough real crystals in the world. We don't got to fake shit. Like
Yeah.
there's enough. There's
But
enough.
if you're going on Amazon and eBay, there is no way to check that, and you can't. You can try to fight it back, but like, there's just something about labeling crystals. People can get away with calling something a crystal and like selling it.
But then there's other things that are a little bit murky. So she's holding up real citrine.
Oh,
This is
So this is
amazing.
natural
Look at
citrine.
that.
Natural citrine.
I'm getting
This
that.
is citrine. This
Natural
is not
citrine.
glass.
So generally,
looks
it
like
doesn't
it.
look that
No.
yellow. This is good quality. So it's
Yeah.
usually not that yellow. Usually it's kind of smoky yellow.
It's beautiful.
But these
Looks
were
like
really
lemon
yellow, and it
topaz.
looks like I've already sold all the ones I just bought on Thursday. So yeah, so that's. But what you see,
Gorgeous.
Kyla, will
I
you go
know.
run and grab one of the clusters up there on the shelf?
I mean, this looks like
Yeah.
lemon topaz. This is so clear and bright. It looks like lemon topaz.
So this is the citrine that most people are buying.
right.
Now,
Which-
let me just tell you,
It's not
It's-
really citrine.
it is very close mineralogically to actually being citrine. And this does happen in nature as well, but this is amethyst. This is amethyst that was put under higher pressure, higher heat, that created the yellow color, changes the mineralogical content. And my kids call it toasted marshmallow stone when it looks like this, because it kind of
They're
looks
not
like
wrong.
one.
They're not
But you
wrong.
can know the difference because natural citrine is not going to have
Right.
that white in it.
So, Shana, when it is
Not
heated
anymore.
like that, what is your opinion on it as a spiritual stone?
I don't necessarily disagree with this one as much as I do other treated stones. Because again, like I said, for me, a lot of the stones really are corresponded to your chakras, the colors, right? And so this did happen in a natural product, right? This happened just by heat, which can happen in nature. Tucson used to have this huge amethyst cathedral with a stripe through the middle of it, where a hot air pocket had broken through the cathedral and caused it. So that showed how it happened naturally. This is how they learned how to do it.
Well, and it used to look, there were some natural specimens that
Yeah.
looked like this back in the day, but they don't exist anymore. They don't exist anymore.
But they take the not so great pieces of amethyst
Right.
and throw them in an
Heat
oven
treat
and
'em.
give you citrine. But it can still be used, especially I think for like abundance work. I feel like it works just because of the multitude of crystals and the color. So for me, it's okay to use. It's just not my go-to. But the lack of availability of natural citrine in that case, but there are other crystals to.
This is gorgeous.
But other treated crystals that are really popular, not so much anymore. They were more
Man,
popular.
They were.
They
but
were
it
really popular a
stopped.
couple of years ago when I was selling crystals a lot.
People are figuring it out.
Aura crystals.
Yeah.
This one's called Angel Aura. I believe the two metals that are fused to this would be platinum and rose gold. I believe that make the Angel Aura. But these are natural precious metals that are fused at a really high heat to natural quartz crystals. So the crystal's real, and the coating is actually a real metal, but it's been made by man.
Yeah.
There are a lot of these, if you get them from eBay, that are not even this. They're just dyed. They just dip them. We did have a cluster that I bought because it was cool looking that was like dipped in gold paint. it was just bougie and looked cool. So we bought it. Somebody else wanted it. People like that stuff.
Yeah.
But we've had these for a
There's
long
nothing wrong
time,
with
and
that.
we haven't.
No.
They haven't really sold. So I haven't bought any more aura crystals. If you want more information about them or how to buy them ethically, please let me know. But it's just not really my bag. I do think they're pretty. They're aesthetically pleasing. It's just not the thing for me. There is a lot of high-end crystals that are faked. Tanzanite is a crystal that was really mostly only used in like high-end jewelry.
Yeah.
It's the biggest problem with it is it's not ethically mined. It's mined around the same places that diamonds are mined.
Yeah.
So they use a lot of child labor.
Yeah.
It's not the best. It is something that you need for the Synergy 12
That's
crystals,
so pretty. It's
which
so
I am going to
pretty.
do an unlock about Synergy 12. So these are ascension stones, and you can get it. But to get those high-end pieces, you're thousands of dollars for a beautiful crystal. But my girlfriend this Christmas wanted to help me complete my Synergy 12 and went to the ends of the earth to procure me.
We love you, Noelle.
To procure me these crystals, and I was so appreciative when I was opening up these crystals. But I opened up one of them, which was supposed to be Tanzanite, and turned out to be this.
What
So
is-
how do
what
you,
the
how,
hell is that?
But no, how do you politely say I love you, but that is not what the fuck you thought it was?
I don't know exactly how it came out. Because we waited, because she bought me so many fucking presents. I had to open presents later that night.
Yeah.
So this was later at night. Nobody else was there. But I opened it up, and it's I think it might be quartzite, but you can see the veins in it. It was dip dyed. Like, it was totally dyed.
It looks dyed as
and,
shit.
And she paid, I don't know, at least $40 for this. And it wasn't, I mean, a size, Tanzanite this size should be $400.
Right.
And so it was really saddening. And so she went to the ends of the earth again to try to procure me genuine Tanzanite.
Real Tanzanite.
And we have a couple pieces in the store, but they're like this big.
Yes. Yes.
So this is like quartzite. This is not the higher end Tanzanite. It's not terminated by any means. But it's still mineralogically the same thing and can be used for your metaphysical purposes. But just buyer beware.
I got some of that from Brian.
Yeah,
I wanted it in auction.
yes, awesome. Yeah, it's just you really need to know your sources on those, especially that stuff that is
Yes.
harder to find. If it's rare, if you can't get it at a regular crystal store, really look for mineral dealers. Do not buy these from metaphysical dealers. I'm sorry, I'm a metaphysical dealer, but get somebody you know has a mineralogical
Yes.
information on those stones, because they are so rare that they're just not everywhere.
Right.
And it's
Easy
hard
to copy them.
And if you're looking for alternatives to those stones you can't find, like my favorite book, which I haven't talked about yet, this is the Crystal Bible. My Crystal Bible looks like somebody's family Bible. It's got coffee stains.
That's Shana's Bible.
This is my Bible. This is where I started learning really about metaphysics.
Doesn't she have a 2 or maybe even a...
There's 3.
Oh, there's
Okay,
3.
so
There's
yeah.
3. Most generally, though, you only need Crystal Bible 1. It's going to give you all the basic information. It talks about quartz crystal formations. It gives you, on the crystal, it shows you usually its tumbled form, its natural form. It gives you its like geological number, its appearance, its rarity, where it comes from. It has a lot of other outside information. It's alphabetized. She also has the Crystal Encyclopedia, which is color coded as opposed to alphabetized. So for people who don't remember names, you just know you have a purple crystal. You can
Right.
look it up.
Perfect.
These are my go-to. There are tons of other crystal books out there, but Judy Hall
She's
is the
the goddess.
definitive person to go to. If you are going to become a collector of crystals, somebody who works with them as a crystal healer and things like that, you may want Crystal Bible 2 and 3. I do own them, but I rarely reference them.
Yeah.
They are definitely for those more obscure, the conglomerates, things like ruby fuchsite, things like that. But the Crystal Bible 1 is the go-to. You can get this book just about anywhere. We don't even carry it because you can get it pretty much anywhere. But this is the book to go to if you can't talk to me directly. No, I'm kidding. But it is the one I use still to this day. There are sometimes I do have to reference my book materials. No matter how long you've been doing this, how long you're studying, you still sometimes need to go to the masters, and Judy Hall for me is the master. Michelle, how do you use crystals in your daily life?
I check in with my altar every day because my altar is where my office is. So my altar is off to the right side of my desk. So every morning when I sit down to do all of my communications work, because I teach and then I do other stuff, the business, I'm checking in with the altar, and I set my altar at the new moon and the full moon. So I change it in at the full moon, and then I change it again at the new moon to reflect whatever house I'm in, whatever's going on in the zodiac. But all of my crystals, I choose to go with whatever is going on astrologically. So I'm constantly checking in with those on my altar in the morning when I do all my shit. That's where I connect with my crystals.
What about you, Kyla?
Pretty much the same as Michelle. I make certain grids, but on a daily basis, it'd probably be what's in my over-the-shoulder boulder holder.
Anybody want to see what's in our bras?
Yes.
Do you want to see what the biddies got for you today? Kyla, what do you got in your bra?
Let's fucking find out.
It's deep. You're wearing a bra?
Jesus Christ. I am. It's filming day, Shana.
All right.
What do I have, Shana? Interpret my crystals.
It's like throwing the bones.
Interpret my crystals.
Interpret the crystals.
Oh, they're so warm.
Yeah, my titties are warm.
So Kyla has Unikite. So she's definitely, like we talked about today, is the Libra full moon, our filming day. We didn't talk about this episode, but whatever. It is the Libra full moon. This is Venus orientated, so working on interpersonal relationships. This is great for connecting with your partner. This is a great stone for connecting heart chakras. She has Mukite. Mukite is a traveler stone, but it's also a nurturing stone because it is a combination of red jasper and yellow jasper generally. This stone comes from Australia, which is like the down under, so it's really grounding. Great stone for Kyla, definitely. She probably has, this is Botswana, I believe, which is like soothing emotions. We've all been really high energy today, so we had to kind of calm it down a bit. And then she has fluorite to stay focused.
Yep.
You got it, girl.
Okay, so
we offer this as a service. If you want us to fill your titties,
we can do that.
Make an appointment with Shana. We can help as well, but Shana is the best titty filler we got.
Yep. Bra bitties.
I did feel Michelle's titties today.
So Kyla was chosen.
It was
to
blind.
fill my titties. It's a blind titty fill. So I'm gonna.
Shana's gonna read it. Shana's gonna read it.
Fish them out. Make sure I got them all.
Sean feels very comfortable right now.
Shana's gonna read.
I'm reading
my
Michelle's
titty
titties.
Oh my gosh, that should be a thing
bitties.
too. Put some crystals in your bra. Come to Shana. She'll tell you what your problems are. It's like tea leaf reading. I got you, girl.
Michelle had a fluorite too because she obviously needs focus.
I had a focus for everybody.
She also has a Botswana, but she has the pinker Botswana, which is definitely more about like calming and soothing. I'm not sure if they're working, honestly.
Never does.
She's got the sodalite, which is helping her throat chakra because you can hear her voice is a bit hoarse because she yelled last Sunday all day at the little children.
I did.
And the people. She's a great scout leader. But she also has one of my favorites, which is iolite.
I love iolite.
I give iolite usually this time of year, honestly. Like iolite with sunstone because we need that like balance of the light and dark. But this is like super intuitive stone. This is better than amethyst.
Iolite for me amps me up a bit.
It does.
Yeah.
It's more activating than amethyst for the third eye, especially. Like it really boom.
It boosts it.
It booms you.
Yep.
It booms you.
Yep.
Okay, Michelle, here's your stones.
Thank
so
you.
what's in my titties?
What?
Titty
And
reveal.
Shana's
So I
titty
have to
reveal.
balance because I'm like that, and I've got them in two.
Ooh.
So I got.
I don't think so.
So mine are not
Goddamn.
tinies. I've got my mini labradorite palm stone. This is Finland labradorite, which is called
Beautiful.
spectralite.
Look at that. Oh, bitch. Fuck you.
I'm fancy. I got my blue lace agate because I need to make sure that I'm not talking over people when we're filming. I've got my.
Was that an attack?
My tumbled dambarite.
No, or was it a catch?
Have you felt tumbled dambarite?
No, but I thought.
Look at that deflection.
Goddamn.
And then this one is hypercynth.
Love hypersynth.
Hypersynth this is my dream ring. Anybody paying attention wants to buy me a ring. Hypersynth.
Love hypersynth.
Hypersynth is first of all, it's a super great stone for anyone who's dealing with someone on the spectrum. For someone on the spectrum, this stone really helps to align them with their highest good. I don't know why it is that, but it really does help there. I do believe that most of us are on the spectrum. I'm starting to study more things and maybe feeling like
it's just a spectrum. It's just a spectrum.
Yeah, right? And so for me, this really helps with my ADD. It helps me stay focused. It helps me stay grounded. It helps me see the bigger
Shana,
picture.
I need some. Shana, give me that. I need some. Give me that right now.
She needs some.
So, but I did. The reason that these are like in the sides that they're in, is because I think that your intuition and your heart chakra lay on the right side of your body, right, and your throat and your ground lay on the left side of your body. So too. I put them that way for that specific purpose. You don't have to go that big. Literally having it next to your skin is great. Make sure that you have anything that ends in "ite" as a polished stone though before you put it in your titty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't put the raw in there.
Yeah. No raw stones in your titties really.
It will leach into you.
Stupid stuff I want to show you before we go because we've been talking forever. My dick crystal.
This is a great show. You can go on as long as you want.
Yeah, this bloodstone.
I might run out.
It's my dick crystal.
Dick
I
crystal.
love this one so much.
Look at that pretty penis.
Because we talked about being storm witches, I wanted to show you my storm stone.
I love that one so much.
This one was literally another freebie from somebody who thought it was junk. But I've never seen another one like it. It literally has a fucking rainbow tornado in it. I don't really know any crystal that ever fitted me any better than this one. My beautiful, beautiful dark pink rose quartz.
That's Starburst.
Another one that was fucking free that I got for nothing. And then my smoky bowl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smoky quartz is
Smoky quartz is the shit.
Yes.
You know, aside from quartz and selenite, smoky quartz is my go-to stone. It is just ultimately grounding and connecting to all the chakras.
Yeah.
If you ever have questions about crystals, I'm happy to answer those. I will be doing another crystal class intro and then a higher class probably this summer. And expect my unlock of the Synergy 12 meditation and how to procure those stones effectively. And then we'll probably do another unlock again about the higher vibration stuff like moldavite and meteorite and things like that.
Yes.
But stay tuned. Like I said, if you have any questions about crystals, these two can answer just as much as I can. And if they can't, they'll ask me.
We'll just send you to Shana.
We love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Thank
If there's something you're looking for, please reach out. We love you.